Scared them. All right, we got it going good. All right, today, lesson 1-3 is on powers of 10. Powers of 10. Guys, I'm going to tell you this throughout the school year. There are going to be some math lessons that are way up here that are kind of difficult, and you really, really, really have to pay attention in order to get through them, okay? Then there's going to be some that are going to start out that are difficult, and they're going to get real easy. Once you figure it out, you're going to say, oh, that's super easy. There's going to be some where you're sitting there thinking up here, and you don't. It's that easy. It's way down here. I mean, you don't really have to think a whole lot, if you understand what I mean. Okay? If you're overthinking it, you're up here. Okay? And you're going to be overthinking on these things that we're doing today. Okay? Powers of 10 is not that difficult. It's really easy. Okay? Powers of 10, if you have 10 to the third, that little number up here, okay, that's known as your exponent. Okay? Now, kids will sit there, you'll sit there, and after a while you're like, oh, that's 10 times 3. No, it's not 10 times 3. Okay? What this is saying is there are 3 tens. In other words, you have 10 times 10 times 10. We know that 10 times 10 is what, Harper? 100. And Andrew, what is 100 times 10? 1,000. So the answer here is 1,000. Correct? Everybody with me? Here's another key clue that's a hint that makes it super, super simple. You don't even have to worry about this part. This is 10, and it has a 3. What do you notice about the number 1,000? Emma?
It has 3 zeros, and 10 times 10 times 10 is 3 zeros.
It has 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So 10 to the third, or 10 to the third exponent, means it's 1,000. Okay? Don't get too far up here because it's going to get real easy. Okay? So 10 to the third is 1,000. They are going to have problems for you that are 78 times 10 to the 5th power. And then they may write it as 78 times blank, which would equal, what is 10 to the 5th? Cece? Huh? What?
I was going to ask a question.
Oh. Ryan?
1,000,000?
Close.
100,000.
100,000. A 1 with 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 100,000. What's 78 times 100,000?
7,800,000.
Let's put it as 78 and what?
5 zeros.
5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7,800,000. Okay? Now, this is multiplying. Okay? Put too many. Is that too big of a number for you guys? Nah.
Nah.
You guys are smart, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can figure this out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It just takes me a bit.
This, you're sitting there looking at this number and it's like, Mr. Mink, we only went to the billions. And it's like, we got ones, we got thousands, we got millions, we got 4 billion. 800 million. Divided by 10 to the 4th. Now, with multiplication, you add the zeros on at the end, right? So with division, since division is the opposite of multiplication, instead of adding, what would be the opposite of adding? Cece? Subtracting. So instead of adding zeros at the end, what are we going to do? We're going to subtract zeros. How many zeros am I going to subtract? 4. So there's 4 here. So basically I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So I'm going to end up with 48. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I take out that one, that one, that one, that one. And it still leaves me with 4. Does everyone see that? You got that, Austin? Okay. Now if I go back, put in my comma, is that hard? No. That's real simple. Okay? The key thing, and you guys, when we have, they'll have these exponent numbers, these powers of 10 numbers, they will have them throughout the chapters. Okay? You have to remember that 10 to the 4th is not 40. Okay? 10 to the 4th is 10 times 10 times 10. It's 4 tens multiplied together. Okay? And since you guys are pretty smart with this, in catching on, you're going to run into problems, not today, but in the future, where it'd be 5 to the 3rd. What would that mean? What would that mean, Riley?
5 times 5.
Yep. Basically, that's 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 more is 125. Okay? But you're going to run into some problems like that later. Today, you're just getting introduced to the exponents, and so all of yours are going to be with tens. Okay? If you're multiplying, you're adding zeros on. If you're dividing, you're taking zeros off. Simple? Okay. Today, I'm going to give you guys your math work, which is in your book. Just wait. You're going to have book work to do, which is even or odd numbers. Then you have a more practice page, and I'm going to write them down up here. And then you'll have a homework page. And you have 3 IXLs. Kids in the other class finished the IXLs. They were that easy. Okay? They're all on exponents. Okay? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to stop this.